Yes everyone, as you can see, this video is for grade 8th and I'm going to discuss chapter number 11, that is a poem, Ode to a Skylark, written by P.B. Shelley. But in this poem, actually, the poet means P.B. Shelley is talking about skylark. Skylark is a bird. Skylark actually is that kind of a bird which has a sweet and melodious voice. So in whole of the poem, if we have to summarize this poem in just one or two lines, I can say P.B. Shelley is just talking, praising about skylark, its happiness, its voice, its beauty, everything. Right? Let's now read it stanza wise. This is the first stanza, the first video for this poem. It contains total 21 stanzas, right? Let's start it out. Hail to thee, blithe spirit, bird, thou never wert, that from heaven or near it pourest thy full heart in profuse strains of unpremeditated art. What it says in this first stanza, the poet means P.B. Shelley is addressing the bird. And which bird is being talked about over here? Skylark, right? So hail over here means welcome. Welcome to thee. Thee is a old English word. It means you. Hail over here means welcome or salute. Salute to you. Blithe spirit. Blithe means happy, glad, full of happiness. And P.B. Shelley is talking about skylark and he is considering that bird as a spirit, not as a bird. He thinks that skylark is a spirit, a happy spirit. He says that you are welcome, happy spirit. Bird thou never were, कि तुम तो bird है ही नहीं थी. That from heaven or near it, maybe you have come from heaven और उसके आस पास की जगह से आई हो. Pourest thy full heart, your heart is pure, your heart is pure, total pure, in profuse strains of unpremeditated art, means plenty strains of. Unpremeditated means not planned, right? So profuse means plenty. Means whatever you are over here, you are showing, you are singing a song now in a sky, right? Your skill, he's talking about his skill. A skill that means whatever you are singing is not planned. Your flying is also not planned. What your singing is also not planned. Whatever you are singing, it's not कि आपने पहले तैयारी की हुई है. It just comes out, right? So this was all first stanza. Let's move to second. Higher, still higher, from the earth thou springest, like a cloud of fire, the blue deep thou wingest, and singing still dost soar, and soaring ever singest. देखिए बेटे, now P.B. Shelley says that you are flying higher and higher, saying to skylark only, from earth to spring, from earth to springest, thou springest, means कि तुम जब उड़ती हो ऐसा लगता है तुम्हारी जो फ्लाई है फ्रॉम अर्थ टू स्काई, इट इज़ लाइक अ क्लाउड ऑफ फायर. उसने कंपेयर किया, इट्स लाइक अ क्लाउड ऑफ फायर, कि जैसे कि फायर एक जब जलती है तो वो ऊपर की तरफ स्काई की तरफ जाती है, उसी तरह आपकी उड़ान है. दैट इज गोइंग जस्ट हायर एंड हायर. द ब्लू डीप, यहाँ पे ब्लू डीप स्काई को कहा गया है. दाउ विंगेस्ट एंड सिंगिंग स्टिल दोस्ट सोर. सोर मीन्स फ्लाई एंड सोरिंग एवर सिंगेस्ट. तुम गाते हुए उड़ रही हो और उड़ते हुए गा रही हो. इन द ब्लू स्काई. दिस इज सेकेंड स्टैंजा. लेट्स गो टू थर्ड. In the golden lightning of the sunken sun, over which clouds are brightening, thou dost float and run, like an unbordered joy whose race is just begin. But in this stanza, third stanza, P.B. Shelley talks about that you are flying in the sky, है ना? And you are flying in the sky where the sun is sinking, okay, with its golden light, okay, and clouds, which makes the clouds brighten, right? And you seems to be like running and floating in the sky because you are a spirit, because we have in the first stanza that we have discussed, right? Unbodied means having a physical, not having a physical appearance, and not having a physical appearance means it is a spirit, okay? And you are so energetic, you feel so fresh, है ना? So means at this time also you're flying and flying, you're full of energy. Now let's do the next paragraph, the next stanza, sorry. The pale purple even melts around thy flight like a star of heaven in the broad daylight. Thou art unseen, but yet I hear the shrill delight. देखिए बेटे, it says that कि तुम्हारी उड़ान के आगे जो even means evening, ये जो evening है वो melt हो रही है, melt means ढल रही है, जिस तरह like a star of heaven in the broad daylight, जिस तरह हमें एक दिन के उजाले में एक स्टार नहीं दिखाई देता, but it is there. Similarly, we cannot see you, but your presence can be heard. Heard means we can hear your song. Shrill, tikhi. Delight means happy. This was this paragraph. Let's do the next one. The next stanza talks about keen as are the arrows of that silver sphere, whose intense lamp narrows in the white dawn clear, until we hardly see, we feel that is there. So देखिए बेटे, in this stanza, the P.B. Shelley says that he talks about the moon. Silver sphere is the moon, right? He says that when the moon is there, अब शाम ढलने के बाद moon आ जाता है, right? अब arrows का मतलब वैसे जो भाला होता है उसको बोलते हैं, लेकिन here it means sharp, okay? जिस तरह जो moon sharp होता है ना, sharp with the silver rays, right? और उसकी रोशनी के आगे nothing is clear, nothing we cannot see. Until we hardly see, we feel that is there. हमें तभी पता लगता है मून का जब उसकी रेज आती हैं, है ना? So it talks about that you are nowhere seen in the sky because you are flying so high, nobody can see you, but your presence can be felt because your song is heard, okay, is heard. So this is all up to here. Next I will make in the next video. Thank you.